Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm your host, G Baby. Welcome to the G Spot. I got my man J Rod in the building. A kid that I actually wanted to be like catch, fast, jump out the gym. He's like, if I was Kobe, I was trying to figure out, like, man, how come you could do all these moves? You know what I'm saying? Tracy McGrady, you know what I mean? He's got the, just the football player, athlete structure, and it was just, he could do it all. He could really do it all, and now he has taken his experiences and onto the dark side, the coach's side, and he has accomplished to coach some very, very, very good athletes out of our alma mater, West Potomac. What's up, Coach Rodriguez? How you doing?
Good, man. What's up? Thank you for that introduction, too.
Oh, yeah.
I was all right, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you got to salute when it's time to salute, you know what I'm saying? People don't give people their flowers, and you know what I mean? I ain't joking, but I am here to highlight those who've done something and you definitely have paved the way, you know what I mean? But let's jump right into it. We were just talking off air. You actually stole the eagle from my man Twan. Shout out Lucky 7. B fam got you.
yeah, I got one off. I had to get one.
Yeah, but you actually we played freshman football. You probably should have been on varsity. We played JV, but you really, really turned up. I mean, the ratio of carries to yardage was whoo-wee. You have 10 carries, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Easily. Maybe over exaggeration, but damn near the ratio was great. And then you flourished to become an exceptional athlete, participating in varsity track. Now, how many varsity letters you got for track?
You did like 3 seasons, so it should have been 3 letters.
Okay, all right.
I only did 3 seasons though.
Oh, you started late. Yeah. And you're back-to-back season high jump champion.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's 2005 winner.
Yep.
And 2006 spring.
Yep. So, did I get it indoor? I think I lost indoor, man, a sudden death. I think I lost indoor sudden death senior year. But I got outdoor junior year, and then I got outdoor senior year, and then I got regionals outdoor senior year too.
Okay, all right. In the heat accolades, you the 100, 200.
Nah, they didn't put me in there.
They ain't put you in there.
Hey, we had we got a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
One year you think we had the twins, we had Charles and Chris, we had Houston who was running.
Oh yeah.
Really, when they recruited me, it was literally to just high jump. That's when they brought me, Al.
Yeah.
It was literally just high jumping and triple jumping my first year.
Okay, all right.
Then we had Lundeen the next year.
Okay.
Lundeen.
Yeah.
And then that's when he basically like 300 hurdles, 4x4. What the heck is this? But
he's seen the athleticism in you.
Yeah, but I only ran the one a couple times. I ran the 2 maybe twice my first year. I never really seen the 200.
Okay. I was talking to PJ that was on. Shout out to Soldier. He said it's nothing like pin relays in a Nike joint.
Oh yeah.
You go to pin relays?
Yeah.
And how did you perform in pin relays?
I snapped. That's a funny story for your boy Twan too, man. We get there, we get up to pin relays. So when you get to pin relays, you got to sit outside and warm up and get ready before you get to go.
What?
So you get the, normally when you're going through handoffs and everything, you on the track, you know exactly how many feet or meters it is.
Right. You get the feel of it, yeah.
So we outside in the grass field, and you just got to wait until it's time for you to get in. And once you get in, you're literally just sitting there in the line, and then they'll tell you when it's time for you to run your race.
Wow.
So we out there. It's my first time. So I'm already kind of like nervous or whatever.
You got the jitterbugs.
Yeah. And I ran second leg. We get up there, Twan, fastest nigga on the team, going talking about something. Yeah, I ain't trying to run anchor today.
That crowd got to him.
Nah, he should have been used to it. I don't know. Twine's Twine, bro. I don't know how he felt that day.
Right.
I ain't running anchor today. So I'm like, well, Quint, you the second fastest one, so you gotta run anchor. He like, nah, I like third leg. I'm like, I like second leg. Corey didn't want to do it, so I took one for the team. I ran anchor. We finished. I can't remember where we finished because I didn't really pay attention. But I think we finished top 3 in our heat. I high jumped the pen relays. Opening height was 6'6". I didn't even clear it.
That's big boy shit.
I didn't even clear, but it was probably some of my best jumps though. Because my butt didn't hit. I kept kicking it with my heel. I couldn't get my kick out right. But I felt good though. But you walk in, all you smell is weed in the stadium.
Yeah.
You got all the college girls, high school girls from everywhere. So it was lit regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Now your peak on the high jump is
6'4".
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm still mad, but yeah, 6'4".
You think you could probably do 6'5"?
Yeah, I definitely could have did 6'6". I just didn't get my kick out right.
Okay.
2 seasons, like I said, 3 seasons of track, just 2 years. I probably needed a little time.
And for people that don't know, the anchor is the last leg, and that's most of the time that's the fastest person on the track team.
Yeah.
Which, when you seen the gun shooting, you seen people around, and did you get even more nervous when you seen it?
I don't know. I'm a competitor, so I think the juices just start flowing. I was like, it's time to go. It's time to go. I took off. That might have been the fastest leg I ran.
Okay.
I took off.
All right. Yeah. Do you remember? Anybody that Olympics that you know that you ran against that participated in pit relays?
That I know, nah.
Not that you can remember.
A couple, not in the Olympics. Not in the Olympics, There's a guy in the Olympics now though. For shout out because I always watch him. But if you ever hear of Noah Lyles,
okay,
he from TC.
Yeah.
And I coached. I came back to West Potomac right after he graduated. I wish I'd have watched him in high school. So I always keep up with the Olympic preliminaries and all that because that boy fast.
Yeah. Okay. And then so you really didn't we didn't. We was we lacked in that department of getting recruited and getting our names out there, but you went to Firm.
Yeah.
And it was almost a wake up call.
Yes, definitely.
And you were what was you on the roster?
Training camp after the first week and a half, I think I was 5th string corner.
Okay.
5th string corner. So that's like the 10th corner.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you end up starting a couple of games, right?
Yeah. So
okay. All right. So let's take us through that process of you going from 5th string to all the way to what game you started.
Yeah. So 5th string, they finally put out the depth chart on 5th string, and then I remember calling my mom. And I'm damn near crying. I'm like, yo, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. This ain't what I thought it was. She basically told me, man up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm better than that. So it was a blessing because the next day we had a meeting. And the coaches decided to split the practices. So we only had 2 days.
Okay,
2 days.
Yeah.
But instead, now they made it one,
yeah.
But it would be 2 different practices. So they had one, so they split up. So like you would either train in the morning or in the afternoon.
Okay.
So they mixed it up where they had some people who knew what they were doing and others who didn't, and so forth. And so I was happy that the group I got in wasn't with our starting free safety because I asked them one question one time. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
I was one time, if number 2 jumps out here and cover 4, I know in cover 2 I jump it, but at 4, am I supposed to do this? He just looked at me and was like, nigga, you ain't paying attention?
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
So I was glad I went with him. And my suite mate actually played corner. It was a starting corner.
Okay.
My suite mate was starting corner. They joked about it all the time. 5'2", probably ran a 4'8", probably 32-inch vertical, but he's starting because he know football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't that short or that slow, but you know what I mean?
Right.
And he helped me. He helped me through. One of my buddies who was a freshman, we were pretty close, so we were always in the same group and competing with each other, and just it felt comfortable. And about I think a week. I think about a week, I went from 5th to rotation, so I was in with the 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
And then about, I want to say halfway through the season, I played on all special teams.
Okay.
So I was already playing.
That's like a freshman initiation.
Yeah. That was crazy. We was kick return. They put me right in the middle, up front. So I'm like, Coach,
is this
a mistake? I ain't a wedge buster, dog. Like, this is a mistake.
Hey, my freshman year at Hudson Valley, they put me on the second line, and then they made it where you wasn't allowed to tie up. but you could come together.
Yeah.
I got blasted the
Oh,
first game. Yeah.
Nah, our joint was smooth, so I'm thinking I'm in the middle. Like, what am I doing? He was like, nah, I really watch the whatever the gunner on kickoff.
Yeah, the last man. Yeah.
So I would peel back and basically look for the crackback.
Right.
So we could hit the sideline return. So I'm like, all right, lit. So every game I made it a thing to just try to put somebody down so I could keep jumping up the depth chart. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's like crackback and shit. But about halfway through, I finally got in the starting rotation. They let me go. First game I played because that was the realest coaching I've ever had. Because our coach literally was like, I don't care who you are. If you messing up, I'm pulling you out.
Right.
Literally fourth quarter, game on the line. The corner was trash. He said, get out of there. Where's Rodriguez? So somebody was like, you gonna put the freshman in? And my boy was like, yeah, nigga, we ball. What you think? So I'm in there. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm like already? Like, I didn't expect to play. I don't know what I did, dog. I knew if they would have looked my way, they probably would have got me that quick. But after that, I was good.
Okay.
After that, I was good. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm back at home, man. This ain't
Yeah,
absolutely. Football.
I get that. Yeah, that's good to know, man. You should climb your way from fifth string all the way up, man. And then after that, you just ready to get it. You were just ready to get it in.
Yeah, man.
So from there on, did you end up playing any offense or kick return, punt return? Because people that don't know, your specialty is kick return, punt return, field space, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, open space shouting.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, you know, of course I'm down there with them doing the drills, you know, catching punts and kickoffs and all that. But nah, I never got the opportunity to receive any kicks.
Yeah.
If I'd have stayed, probably.
Yeah.
I left after my first year.
Okay, and then you came home and did you coach football?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What was that, freshman?
Yeah, I coached freshman, and then I helped with varsity. So it was funny. The varsity DB coach was he was in school at the time, so 2 days a week he wouldn't be at practice, or he'd be like an hour late.
Right.
So I got to coach.
Yeah.
Newkirk, all them.
Okay.
And they like my technique better than the other coaches.
Oh yeah. Because that secondary was actually like
lit.
It was like almost like a 4x1 team.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Kurt was fast. Who else was fast?
Well, I don't know how fast Dante was, but he
can
be a good corner.
Bro. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bruh,
he knew football.
Yeah, love him.
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, I would hate to say it, I gotta say this. You turned a bum into a primetime player. Chris, what's his name?
Oh, at corner?
Yeah.
What are you about to say, Montgomery?
My good God Almighty! Shout out to Montgomery. Hey, I praise you, bro. Yeah. He ended up getting a scholarship to.
Yeah, he went to Virginia Union.
Yes. Out of nowhere, this kid just. I mean, I got to tip my hat off to you. Good coaching, because I mean, Jesus, that kid had two left legs, had hands as frying pans.
Yeah, man, it was bad. I think it was his sophomore year. We used to really laugh. He was my little brother because him and my brother were close, so I hate to see him struggle.
Yeah.
I couldn't
So
even
he
laugh
got the
half
home.
time.
He actually got the home cooking. So he actually got it in practice, but he also got it out of practice too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he actually put in the extra time that he probably don't even know he was doing it, but that's how it happened.
He had a lot of heart. He did his thing, and after that, he went his thing in track too. He got fast. It was amazing, bro. He really just glowed up.
Yeah.
Athletically.
Okay. So, but that year they won districts and they won the regions.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, so you got a district title as a coach of football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's lit. How does it feel when you can take a player with not that much ability, they don't know their athleticism, they just don't know nothing out there, and then you just take them until they just flourish, versus you got someone that was talent and they already there. They don't really want to listen to you, that. And so would you rather win with the Montgomery kid or win with the kid like George Johnson?
I like to win with both.
Right.
But when you have a little project, and it could go for either way. It could go for the one who you have to lock in mentally, or the one physically. But either way, that when you're successful, it does show you like, dang, I know what I'm doing over here. Like, you do feel good as a coach. Like, that's something that no one else can really write down on paper for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah,
You just know that feeling.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely had a couple kids like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you saying you didn't really learn coverages until you got the firm. Do you think you understood more about football when you started coaching it versus when you playing it?
Yeah, a little bit more because even in college, I still had a big head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't go to film study unless it was mandatory.
Right, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
even though my closest friends were all DBs, because you know you get to school,
You hang
you go to the
around.
cafeteria, you only hang with your group.
Yeah.
You know, it's 100 people. I'm gonna hang with us 5. So they would go to film study every day, putting extra time, and I never went.
Yeah.
So I remember at the end of the season, we had to write this pamphlet out on what we could do to improve the next season.
Yeah.
They had like 20 bullets there. You're supposed to fill them in, right? So I wrote down like 2 things in my joint and turned it in.
Look, you good. I wouldn't even turned it. I would have walked in the room and said, "Stop."
Right. The coach is like, "This gotta be a mistake." I said, "Nah, that's all I need to work on." He said, "Well, I'm gonna need you to take it to your head coach then." But it's funny because our head coach was the DB coach.
Oh,
so
okay.
he saw me up close and personal anyway.
Yeah.
So he looked, and the only thing I put on there was become a vocal leader, and I remember like yesterday. And the second one was become a better student of the game because I never went to film study.
Right.
And the coach looked at me. He was like, "I can't really argue with you now."
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
I play ball.
Yeah. I respect him like that because you just simplified it.
Really?
I mean, it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, because you already had the athleticism and all that. You know, just become a student of the game and be vocal. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Because you're vocal now as a coach. What got you out of that box? Because you were just one of the ones you let your talent speak for itself and speak for you.
Yeah.
What took you to just come out of that box and start being vocal?
College. Once I realized, I started noticing the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to my freshman year in college and I'm playing ball, and it reminded me of high school again. Everyone who's loud or has eyes on them.
Right. Yeah.
So even though I didn't give up a pass today or a touchdown today,
Mm-hmm.
you look. It's on your book. You taking notes as a coach. You know Rodriguez didn't let nothing up all through training camp.
Right.
But damn it, this guy over here, every time I see him, he's making a play. He's loud. He ain't making a play. He's just loud.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I had to work through that. And once I realized, I'm like, and there was this one player. He ended up being my homeboy later, but he just irritated me because he was just the loudest person in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, he's a corner.
Yeah.
So he in the starting rotation. I'm 5th string. I'm like, this nigga irritating me. He a freshman too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm mad. So I ended up actually taking his spot later on. And it was cool, but I just watched him just be loud, and the coaches was always like, dang, I like him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you mean you like him?
He's a bum.
So I had to get loud.
Right.
So it was during training camp, the coach basically was like, you're starting, no ifs, ands, or buts next year. I need you to step up and be that type of leader.
Okay.
So it started in training camp, the spring ball, weight room, agility, speed, and all that. I just started speaking more, getting loud, getting people amped up and all that. And then from there, you know, when you're a coach, you the kids need something.
Yeah.
So I just kind of let it translate over.
Okay. Now you as a coach now, versus the kid being loud and the kid making his game for himself. What do you be like? Nah, he the kid that's not loud, that's making plays, he's just better. But the kid, you gotta kind of play him because everybody feeds off of his energy.
Yeah. I'm gonna always go with whoever's gonna give me the better production.
Okay.
Point blank. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if the loud kid is the best one out there, then it's even better.
Right. Yeah. It's a double bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm gonna always go with production. I just learned that from college too.
Okay.
Because the kid made a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, he didn't play in the games like I did.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
And I was still quiet until after the season, so I still got my playing time in. And I learned that with little Denzel. He was loud. He was a baller. Played corner.
Yeah. Denzel. Shout out,
And I actually had to bench him one game just because he was doing too much or talking too much.
Right.
Benched him for like a quarter or a series. I put the worst corner in the game in there. He didn't know what he was doing. I said, dog, if they air us out.
I mean, as a coach, you gotta stay your ground, man.
Yeah, I put him in there, but he was good though. He was good ever since.
It make you feel better as a human being, period, when someone can respond to a disciplinary action. Okay, so let's tap into the fitness where you are a fitness trainer.
Yeah.
Don't look over here. I weigh 388.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta get it off me. But what made you just tap into the fitness, man? Let's go from where you started from and with the idea, how it came about, the nutrition. You know what I'm saying? Where you at with it now?
Yeah. So basically, just after sports, it's like they tell you in high school and all that, you know, you gotta find something to do. What's your fallback on?
Yeah.
Football. You never think football or basketball is not gonna work.
Right.
Until you sitting here going from job to job and you hate all of them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it's like, what do I like to do? Because it sounds good to be a mechanic or an electrician or something, but you still gotta want to go to work every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't. That's not me. I don't want to. Yeah, it sounds good. You can make $100K, but I don't want to do that. So I was just sitting there, and my girl at the time was not my wife. You know what I mean? Shout out wife.
Oh, yeah, shout out to her.
We worked right across from each other, same building. So we would meet each other on our lunch breaks and just walk around and chill. And we were both just sitting there, and we just gaining that happy relationship weight and just eating out corporate jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ordering pizza every day and meetings, going to the bar and lunch breaks, sending us home early.
Real fat nigga shit. Yeah.
So I know I went from like 200 in shape to like 230. Boom, sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Now I carried it well because I'm 6'2", 6'3" almost. So I carried it well, but I wasn't working out either at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, this ain't life. So I started going back to the gym, and then I was sitting at my desk job, and I'm just thinking like, bro, I'm tired of sitting here, bro. Like, I gotta do something. So I started looking up fitness jobs and applying, and of course you needed certifications and all that. So then I'm like, all right, bet. So I started studying, and then that job actually let me go. It's crazy, just to put everything. I don't want to be, long-winded, but this is a story because one, I always want to give glory to God. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't grow up a strong believer. I didn't go to church like that or anything. But God is powerful. He is real. And I remember my wife, she grew up in the church, Seventh-day Adventist. You know what I'm saying? And when we first started dating, I wasn't in the church and I didn't care to go.
Right.
We broke up for like a week because she wanted somebody who was
spiritual.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, babe, we can do that. Just give me some time. We can work at it.
Right.
So then, after I realized, how good God is, because you go to church as a kid, you dozing off. So now I'm actually learning stuff. I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like, this is wild. So I remember that job had let me go, and I didn't have a job for like 3 months. And she's holding it down. We had just got our luxury apartment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Basketball court, swimming pool, all that in there. 24-hour gym.
Okay.
I just bought a new car. So I'm like, did they fire me? So I'm like, dang. So 3 months, no job. Wife's holding it down. We still not married yet. And I had just bought her a dog for her birthday, so we got this dog growing. She's 100 pounds.
And they don't understand that dog ain't cheap.
So I'm like, dang, what am I going to do? Just happened to be riding around, and right across the street from our apartment building, she saw some people running around. She said, what's this over there? And they were like, oh, it's a gym. It's a weight loss gym, so it's like boot camp style. You know what I mean? So you go in there's group fitness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're hiring. She said, babe, go apply. So I think she might have even applied. I think she was at work.
Applied for it,
Boom. They called me 2 days later, brought me in there. They said, all right, we're going to need you to get your certification, but we'll still let you start off. You'll just be shadowing.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I shadowed for like 2 classes, bruh. And then they was like, yeah, you ready, young man.
They threw you to the wolves.
And it's crazy because the first class was 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm out there. I'm like, okay, it's a nice little crowd. 20 people show up, and we outside in the parking lot. He like, nah, this ain't nothing. The next thing you know, it's like 40, 50, bro. I counted like 60-something people my first time in the 60s. 4:30 a.m. Now I'm overwhelmed. Like, I don't think I want to do this. Bro.
Right.
And then 5:30, about 50 people. 6:30, got about 25, 30 people. And then 9 a.m., which ended up becoming like my class. It's about 20, 30 people. And this is funny because that whole first month, I was scared. I was like, yo, I can't do this. I just wanted to go one-on-one personal training.
Yeah.
After a year, it was funny. A lot of other coaches, they were already there for 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So they start dropping one by one to the point where literally after 1 year, I was the longest tenured coach.
Damn.
And then I was there for 5 years. So then I just became the man. Okay. And then me transforming my body at the same time was helping me become a better coach. Because now I was studying for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and then amplifying it for them.
Right.
So, you know, I couldn't touch the rim again anymore. Once I hit 230, bro, I was trash.
Oh
bro.
yeah, no.
I was like, what? You know what I'm saying?
That father time, good love at weight catch up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely.
but I had to get it, man. I had to get it.
Now, as far as the nutrition plan, when you was losing weight, what type of nutrition plan was you
on? I wasn't on any specific plan, and which I tell a lot of my clients that we have to go find nutritionists. I have basic guidelines I like to follow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I was on YouTube. I was just basically like, you know, point blank, one, caloric deficit. I gotta eat less.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And if I want to eat more, then I gotta eat the right things. So for me, I switched to brown rice for the time. I'm back on white rice now though, but I was trying to lose. So I switched to brown rice. I was for dinner, I was trying to do no carbs for dinner.
Okay.
So I would do, like, if I was doing chicken or salmon or something, I just do lots of vegetables.
Okay.
So because I could eat.
Yeah.
And I always could, but I never put on weight, so it hit me late, and I'm like, damn, I can't eat.
Right.
Like I used to. So I would just make a whole bunch of vegetables. You know, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, kale, spinach, cabbage. People don't know, but add up. You can load up the cabbage. You eat as much cabbage as you want. Right?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a cabbage. I fell in love with sweet potatoes.
Okay.
But for breakfast, it would literally be the same thing like every other day. So one day it might be oatmeal. The next day it'll be like eggs and sweet potatoes. And then over time, you realize how much you can really take in. You know what I mean? You don't have to. I didn't have to measure too much. You know what I'm saying? I just eyeballed everything, and I just knew because it was my body. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Tell us about the boot camp.
Yeah, boot camps, man. We gotta get you out there.
I'm gonna get out there, man.
They're fun. So basically, I take everything I done did at my at the gym I used to work at, and I just do it here at West Potomac. We do West Potomac every Sunday.
Okay.
We're now at 8 a.m. because now it's getting hot.
Oh, so, yeah, definitely.
8 a.m. and we're usually out, and 8 a.m. is usually before any other event is going to happen, which we run into sometimes. But yeah, it's fun. We get a bunch of people out. Some days might be 5 or 6 people. Some days be 20 plus. And we get a bunch of exercises for you.
Okay.
And it's not just cardio. You know, we're going to squat. We do push-ups. We bring bands out. We bring weights out.
Okay, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, we get it in. We have fun.
And your training schedule right now is?
We are 5 a.m.
Okay.
So my wife and I both train.
Okay.
So it's funny. I got the training job, and she went and got another one, and then we both ended up working together at the gym because they got shorthanded.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
You think your wife would want to come? And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So then we both started there, and then pandemic happened. 2020, we flipped our garage.
Okay.
And once we cleared that out, opened it up, everybody wanted something to do.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Everybody wanted to train, and that's when our business, because we started in 2018.
Okay.
And we only had like 3 or 4 clients.
Okay.
So 2020 hit, next thing you know, it's like, oh, they got like 8 clients. And then the next year, it's like, oh, we got 15 something clients.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, getting more and more equipment, we get better and better. Prices go up, better catch us now.
right.
Catch us now, bro.
I like to get into the relationship aspect. Talk about working with your wife, because obviously, those be thinking they need a break, but I wouldn't say you guys are clingy, but you guys enjoy each other, and you can see it. Me and you both attended the shout out to Coach Mackey, the AMR meeting, and I see like the vibe was just there. You guys click. Do you have a problem with working with your wife?
No, not at all. Cause you know what? Again, this is why she's my wife. Every other relationship I've been in, 10 months done. We don't even make it to a 1-year anniversary.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I just get tired of them.
Right.
And I told her after the first year, I'm like, dang, I ain't tired of you yet. And then 5 years passed. We've been together 7 years.
Okay, yeah,
you know
congratulations. Yeah.
And that's when I said, like, that she really is my bestie.
Yeah, right.
She's really my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And anytime we do have any type of argument, it's really business. It's never a problem with like our personal relationship. So it's cool. We still find time to give each other our space, her space,
right,
my space or whatever. So, but it's simple. It's hard sometimes because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm about to go put these headphones on. We'll play 2K and Madden. All right, go ahead. 8 hours pass because right. But I'm gonna step out with the guys or whatever. But it works.
Yeah,
It works.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
We friends, so it's
I think it's a blessing when you can. You're kind of like a triple threat. You the gift that you're giving, you're able to earn an income off of that, and you're also able to work with your soulmate, and you can be around them 24/7. That's a your mind is strong. I can tell you because mine's press. We get the fuck out of here right now. Far as your fitness, what do you call it?
Strengthen Me Fitness. I got
Okay.
a shirt on that.
All
Strengthen
right.
Me Fitness. So Christian based.
Mm-hmm.
So we really just took that, from out of the scripture. Philippians 4:13. You know what I mean? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So we just flipped it. Instead of strengthen, we put strength in me because you gotta have that inside strength too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Inside and outside.
All right. We were talking off air that you were actually want to try to look for a facility. You're going to speak it to the existing. When you get your facility, man, what can we expect out of it?
Oh man. One, grit, grind. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure we have enough. We're gonna do one-on-ones. We're gonna do group fitness. I want to do group fitness because a lot of people just want to move.
Okay.
We just want people to move and have fun doing it. But the bigger scheme of things, and my wife talk about all the time, we want to be more than just trainers, more than just a gym.
Okay.
So we want to put together things that we both didn't know or missed out on.
Okay.
You can probably feel the same way. So you can have a gym. We want to have an area where it's like study hall or something, or like a college prep program, things like that.
Right.
A community Bible study and things like that. Like we want to make it a community where it's not just about working out.
Okay.
But like getting everything going. So we talk about it.
Putting things
We're
together.
grinding. Yeah, we're grinding
yeah.
slowly. So that's what we want to do, man.
You gonna ever play semi-pro again?
Oh, me? Nah, it's over for that.
It's
over for that.
Can you still lock your little brother up?
Yeah, that's always gonna be.
I don't know. He made a bunch of. He make a lot of noises. His name ring bells. You know what I mean? I didn't see they put the corner over top. I mean they put the corner 10 yards and put the safety over top and the linebacker cheating over. Yeah. He's still getting taking the 80 yards.
Yeah, on them. It's a different, man. I coached him.
Yeah, right.
I know how he moves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I told him when I came in from college. And when he went to college 2 years after, I was like, bro, it's just different for me. Like, as soon as your foot move a certain way, I'm on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, if we talk about today, he gotta wait because I really just tore my patellar tendon like 2 months ago.
Ooh,
but they just told me I don't need surgery, so I'm rehabbing right now.
Okay.
So if he got any chance, now would be the time.
Okay. You're gonna continue to coach track.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I just had 2 of your former student athletes, McKenna and Deanna. Shout out to them. Danae. Sorry, Danae. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about you seeing your ex-students flourish. How does that make you feel as a coach?
It feels good. Especially for Danae because she's an athlete.
Okay.
I don't want to say especially for Danae, but because she's still, playing ball.
Yeah.
McKenna is funny because we really stole her from soccer. I'm like, bro, you can't play soccer.
Okay.
She long jumped like 16 feet freshman year, and I'm like, oh, ain't no way you're going back to soccer.
Oh, okay.
But now she, it's funny when I see McKenna because she Instagram model now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't even press like, dog. Put on.
Absolutely
You know
not.
what I'm saying? So it's funny, but I like both, man. I love both of them. I love them both. You know what I mean? I spent 4 years with them. Not only they were incredible athletes, but they were good girls, man. And to see them turn into women and making the right decisions and everything, that's always good. So I'm happy for them.
You ever want to coach like your own little league track team? Because I shout out to Andre, his daughter. She flourishes and he posts her on Instagram. And little league track has really became a thing. You think you will tap into that market?
To be completely honest, probably not. But I do. As far as when we talking about the gym, I do want to do like camps, like speed camps, agility. even talking with our boy Darnell, like a football camp, position specific, try to get something big. But I never looked into like running my own own sport specific thing unless it was just training. Okay. I'm really just so stuck into the training right now.
No, that's the calling. So stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, sometimes it's better to train than actually coach because people don't. You can piggyback me off of this. I want my peers to understand what's the difference between training and coaching.
Training and coaching. What do you mean by training?
Like when someone actually goes get a training and actually working on their craft. When you're coaching, it's especially if it's a team oriented sports, we're trying to get better as a team and not really you getting better as an individual. So some parents be thinking like my kid not getting better, when they playing for the team, but when they're training, they're getting better. They don't understand that we're here for the team to get better. Not for. I mean, hopefully your kid can get better, or they're here to learn. They're here to learn about, or get the wisdom of the sport.
Yeah. So it's funny, big difference, right? Because let's say you have somebody who's playing, let's say basketball, right, or any sport for that matter, but they're playing basketball, right, and you want them to get better, so you get them a trainer. So now, he can get bigger, stronger, faster. He can do all the drills in the world. But if he can't put the ball in the hoop, you're not going to see the court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing, to make the team better, then you're not going to see the field. So training, again, I like it because we're going to see the results. You know what I mean?
Right.
Coaching is more of a headache.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now you got to put it on paper. Now you got to put it on wax. You know what I mean? So we got you stronger, we got you faster, but now we still can't clear this height or whatever. We still can't jump this far. You still can't run this fast. So that's more of a headache. And that's why I kind of took a back seat from coaching football because once my fitness training took off, it took a lot of my time. And track is easier because I don't have to stay in and watch film.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can watch something there, diagnose it, your takeoff or whatever, your mechanics. I can do that quickly from my phone. But I don't have time to sit and watch film for 3 hours.
Right.
There's nothing worse than somebody's supposed to be in cover 3 and it's way over there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that headache, bro. Right. So I'm gonna be back, but that's that's why I stick to training right now.
Okay. Let's get off the gridiron and the track. Josh actually is a rapper. Are we going to hear any music from you later on? Or you retired from that business?
Nah, I'm gonna come back. A lot of people don't know that I do music, even though I did post a lot over the years, I think people just probably took it as a joke.
I mean,
I'm either quiet or I'm funny, so they're like, well, he ain't rapping.
Right.
But nah, I'm really better than a lot of these guys out here. I'm really better than a lot of these guys. But yeah, so I was transitioning. I was switching my style up because before when I first started rapping, I was 18, 19. My cousin had a studio. He had a nice little spot like this. He had a studio, and we'd be there every night.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be there every night, rapping, freestyling. They got the bottles in there. We just going crazy. I started thinking I was one of these guys. I think I little baby, so there's girls in there listening and all that. We'd be out there every night, 3, 4 in the morning. And then I didn't really take it serious until I moved to Maryland. And I met a couple people who did music, and he had his own studio in his basement. My guy Teddy, and we beef every now and then. But he, still God bless Teddy. But so we actually did like 2 group projects together.
Okay.
I did one solo tape that I put out on SoundCloud.
Is it still on there?
Yeah, it's still on there.
Okay.
It's still on. It's called Say No More.
All right. Shout out to that.
Yeah, I was going by Rowdy Rodriguez.
Okay.
But so the transition happened because once I started getting closer to God, I didn't want to rap about the same type of things anymore.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So with my cousin, I was ignorant. You know what I mean? Rapped about whatever. I wouldn't even want to let my mom hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say No More, which I dropped, was from 2013. That was more real life stuff. Every song on there is a story.
Okay.
Storytelling. Yeah. And then like real life stuff. And now I'm transitioning to just being more positive.
Yeah.
But then I still want to talk my heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't want to be one of them.
Yeah.
Conscious rappers.
Right,
that's never gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna still talk my heat.
Yeah.
And I was telling somebody that we grew up. You had LL Cool J, and we don't really have any LLs right now in this area.
Oh no, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I might just switch to that.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody talking like LL.
I mean, when he was saying, Mama said knock you out, it wasn't really going no violence. It's just that if somebody bothering you, got handle your business.
Yeah, but nobody talking to the women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I might be the one.
Shout out, definitely, because you have a joint on there with shout out to Coffee. He was on here. He hopped on your joint.
Wind up.
Yeah, and I actually play it daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you on that joint sound like Blueface. Yeah, getting it in. If y'all don't know, my man got some heat for y'all, and be on the lookout for that. I want to thank you for coming on, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep blessing these kids and these people and training. And I can't wait till you get to a facility and you can come back on and we can recap it like, damn, you done came this far, man. And you're an amazing human being, man. And don't stop doing what you're doing, man. And I'm gonna try to take a couple of things from you, but I still can't. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell you, but thank you, man.
Man, appreciate you for having me on, man. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Definitely, man. Definitely. All right.
Deserved.